Happy Wine Wednesday, everyone. I'm not drinking anything this week. What about you two?
Got my
I've
water.
got tea.
Tea and water. Oh, I think we just
That
need to
is
change
nice.
it to Water Wednesday at this point. Um,
I got my water too.
oh, you have both. That's great.
Oh, you can have your tea. I don't drink tea or coffee
I don't like tea either, or coffee.
I
or any
drink.
other warm drink. Not
You,
even tap water.
okay, Ray. Well, we've gone over this. I feel like Ray, you're at a different level of like water pickiness. I used to think my sister was picky, that she would only like drink the water that comes from the fridge, but that Ray's on a whole other level. Anyways, it's open chat. For anyone who has any questions, just ask them whenever you want. We will circle back to them if we're on a different topic, or if we're on a random topic like Ray's water. But what I wanted to start with is actually, I had a Gorgonian. So we were talking about this. Kelly's unfortunately not here tonight. I don't know if she'll show up later here tonight, so we'll see. But
Photosynthetic or ones that you have to feed.
Photosynthetic, so no
Okay.
feeding. So I have this photosynthetic Gorgonian. I don't know the specific type. It's like a very, very like thin one.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's really, really thin, and I got it a few weeks ago from a coral show. Whatever. So I brought it home and I put it in my tank, and it was in the sand, so it was just like sitting upwards in the sand. It was doing fine. And then it just started, like, one day I noticed that it was like melting almost, like the
Yeah.
flesh was like coming off of it.
Yeah.
And within like, because then I moved it, I was like, well, maybe because I've had something happen similar with one of my other corals, and it was like a flow problem. So I moved it into a higher flow area, and then within like a day it was almost completely gone. So I was
Wow.
wondering if you guys had any ideas of what was going on with that Gorgon.
I honestly don't, but I know that it's something that I've read about people having that problem.
Is it common in Gorgonians or
Uh,
in
I'm
corals in
not
general?
sure how common it is, but uh, you know, it's common enough that I can remember reading about it when I was doing my reefing.
Okay. And
I
like,
never, I never kept them in a seahorse tank, but that was just because of my minimalistic approach to keeping seahorses. The less different type of things that I put in the tank, then the better my odds are of being successful.
mhm.
So I never even entertained the thought of putting gorgonians in it. But I had them in my reef tanks. But only, I shouldn't say that. I had one that you had to feed. All the rest were light orientated.
Mm. Yeah, I found that
Photosynthetic.
I had one non-photosynthetic Gorgonian at one point. Still, yeah, it wasn't a great choice, but that one died really quickly. I don't really know what happened with that one.
Well,
I have
the
never
non,
had luck with corals of any kind. To me, that it's kind of like plants. You need to kind of know what they like and what they want, and
Yeah.
I'm not good at that. I'm not good that great with plants. If they're
I feel
easy and can take care of themselves,
like
they're great. That's the kind of plants I have. But yeah, the corals did not like my tank for one reason or another. So
I
I
think also like
didn't go far with them.
have you had solely seahorse tanks, or have you had any reef tanks?
who?
No, I haven't. I had set up my tank originally to be like partly reef and the seahorses. So I had a few corals. I started with a few corals, clean up. I had more things in the beginning than I do now.
Mhm.
And then I I I couldn't take care of the corals. I kept losing them, and they were the easy ones. Like I had the pulsing xenia,
My pulsing
and I
xenia didn't
had
survive either.
yeah, it didn't like it, and then I had some mushrooms and
Hmm.
just a few little things, and I got real little ones, because I didn't want to spend a lot of money and have them
Hmm.
die, but none of them lasted that long, and the crabs messed with them, and all. I couldn't keep them happy no matter what I did. They kept getting knocked over by crabs, or they didn't like the flow or the light. Who knows? but
Yeah.
Made
but
a
they
lot of
were
money
too
with the
high maintenance for me.
I made a lot of money with the weed types like the zinnia and
Uh-huh.
the green star polyps. They were
Hmm.
so easy and they grow so fast. And I used to take them into Bill at Incredible, and his his thing was he'd always give you credit for it. My thing was if you're giving me credit, you're not getting it.
Hmm.
So he
They
paid me
never
back.
did well for me, and my fish store said possibly it was because I keep my tank so cold. I don't know, but
Well, the zinnia and the green star polyps, they're okay at seahorse temperatures.
well,
I
then
had
it
a pulsing
wasn't
xenia and
that.
it
They
didn't.
didn't like something.
My pulsing xenia died. Like, I don't know, it was doing fine,
Yeah.
but it wasn't growing at all. And then, like, at one point, it just kind of
Finally gave
disappeared.
up. That's how
But
mine was.
the thing I discovered early on is zinnia likes the high point. So if you put them low on a rock, they'll actually move up the rock, or as the colonies expand, it expands up the rock. So what I would do is put a bunch of rubble just above where the zinnia were, and they would grow up onto it. And then I'd take the rubble off and take it into Bill and sell it to them.
Oh, okay.
With the green star pulps, wherever they are, you can just put any rubble around there. They'll grow onto the rubble, and then you've got it. You have to. They're growing onto it, so when you grab a piece of rubble, you're going to have to make a cut
Hmm.
because it's a continuous growth pattern. But you cut it, and it doesn't bother them. Um, by the next day, they've recovered and ready to grow some more.
See, like, see, with those, like, easier ones, I was actually surprised that my xenia, like, died because I was like, everyone was telling
Right.
me how
Me
they had, like,
too.
infestations and, like, it
They're
was
like
so.
dandelions.
Okay, well, in my tank, they acted they, like,
They were sad. Did they like droop like they got sad?
okay, I don't even
Mine
remember
did.
totally what happened to my.
Mine was pulsing when I bought it. It looked all healthy. I put it in my tank, and within like days, well, one thing because I put it up on top of the rocks, like raise it up high, but I should have got like its own, like they have little shelves, I guess, that attach to the back of your tank and stuff for
Uh-huh.
coral and things. I should have done that because what would happen is the crab or one probably different crabs would push them off. And I even saw them do it. They'd walk up to it and be feeling just knock it down
That, yeah,
until it,
that would do it. I feel like.
and I'd find them upside down in the sand or whatever. They'd be like trying to get away. So I kept putting them back and stuff, but they stopped pulsing and then they started looking sad and getting smaller
Well,
and
I mean, I can't say I blame them if they were like half the time upside down in the sand. Like,
right, they just weren't happy.
yeah. Well,
They
see
were
what
too
I was
needy for
thinking
me.
with. I don't know what's going on with the easy corals that we're supposed to have like infestations of them, but like whatever. Those ones, me and Holly are just having problems with them. But I feel like the harder ones, like, I don't know, the Gorgonians, I'm kind of wondering if I'm not right, because my tank isn't like set up for corals, and I don't like
Yeah.
test all the little things, and like I don't know if that's what they
Yeah.
need.
Hi,
I
Zen. I see Zen here.
Oh yeah, Zen is here. Hi Zen.
Hey, Zen might have an easy way to get in touch with Kelly.
Oh, do you, Zen? That would be great if you had an easy way to get in touch with Kelly.
Yeah, Zen, you know, an easy way to get in touch with Holly, a way that
Or Kelly, you mean?
With
she's
Kelly.
comfortable
I'm
with
home.
Kelly. Oh well.
Oh
But
well.
Yeah, I made a mistake the first time I bought the pulsing zinnia. I put it in my 90-gallon tank,
Uh-huh.
and then when I realized the weed that it was, I, I'm guessing it probably took me at least a year to get rid of it.
See, everyone told me
I put it,
that.
I put it in one of my propagation tanks, and I never ever put it in anything else then.
yeah.
Everyone always told me those like horror stories of their zinnia like taking over, and my zinnia won't even stay alive.
Right. No, I went through the same thing. Now, interestingly, previous, like years ago, I told you guys I had seahorses another time back in like 2008. I had a small tank. I like a 30, 40 gallons, something like that. And I did have a bunch of little corals and things in there and a pair of reedi.
Mm-hmm.
And those ones did great. Same thing, Xenia, I had a
Mm-hmm.
bunch, they were doing great, but sadly, that whole tank got electrocuted and I lost everything in it.
Oh,
So I don't know how long I would have had them, but everything in that tank was doing great till it got electrocuted. So
that would do it. That would.
Well, leather
yeah, that was sad.
leather corals are really, really easy to keep. So that's something you can do, and they propagate real easy. They self-propagate, like
I
the
have one
leather
right
hand
here.
corals. Pardon?
That's I have a leather coral right here, and then one more in the corner right here.
Yeah, but
I
they
love them.
drop little fingers off and start new corals just all on their own.
Yeah, that's what my Kenya trees are doing. They're taking
Yeah,
like one of my Kenya trees is here, and then like the other one is here. But then there's branches all over the tank, and it's kind of bad. I have to take them off.
So then you have some that are doing well.
Yes, yeah, I have some like the leather back here. That
Mhm.
one does fairly well. Like it's okay. But then the Kenya trees thrive, and I have a Zoa over here, like behind the Kenya. Where is it? Like here somewhere.
Uh-huh.
And that one's also doing really well. I also have a few corals down here that I need to actually like put up on the rocks, but
Mhm.
yeah. And then
I think
there's
it's
Dot.
just a matter of finding ones that like your tank. It's kind of like I said about plants because I have a lot of house plants,
Uh-huh.
but I've killed a lot of house plants and figured out which ones actually like it here and do well without me having to baby them. And
Yeah.
if they like the living circumstances, then
Well,
they
I
get
feel like that goes for everything in your tank
yeah,
and like your house too. Like it kind of
yeah,
depends on what you're willing to do and like how you keep it, right? The
yeah,
thing is with corals is that like it's not cheap to just like get
exactly.
corals.
Yeah, right,
Like
right.
it's like I don't for the easy corals, you can sometimes find them for like $15, like a little
Mhm.
coral. But
Yeah,
yeah, the bigger ones, yeah, they'll go into the thousands.
yeah, yeah.
Not
That's
anything.
that's why I stopped trying. I'm like, I'm not going to throw away money on these. They're too needy
Mhm.
for me. The seahorses are enough. And the
Fair
seahorses
enough.
and the seahorses are hardy. They don't really take that much. They just need food all the time and
Yeah.
clean water and
Yeah. I will see. I go with the easy corals, the ones like except for the zinnias that obviously are supposed to be easy and they just don't.
Right.
But like the Kenya trees, the zoas, like they're pretty, but they're easy. I don't have to really worry about them as like corals. They're kind of just there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But
I think Joey had gorgonians in his tank.
yes, he does.
Maybe,
He actually has a lot.
yeah, maybe he can help you with what he might think.
He has, yeah, he has a ton.
I know
I
he
can
did
ask him.
too.
I honestly didn't realize because I would have asked someone like what was happening, except it was like I moved it one day and then the second day it was like
Happened so
gone.
fast.
Yeah, I was just shocked because I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay, Gorgonian's dead, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah,
The
they
one
are old.
the one
I
that I
want,
had that needed feeding all the time, I'd never ever put it in a seahorse tank because it would just decimate the dissolved organic levels.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wouldn't put really any non-photosynthetic corals in a seahorse tank. I mean, you could, but would I do that? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe change 50% of the water every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who's actually doing that?
Oh, we got somebody from Australia,
Ooh,
Anna.
I think she's been on before. The name sounds familiar. Anna
and
Wall.
I think you're
Oh,
right.
Anna.
That sounds familiar, but I don't know if.
Yeah.
Anyways, all the way from Australia. I love Australia. It's so pretty, but
It's the
um,
one place I've always, throughout my life, wanted to go to, have never made it. And yet, if you ask me why, I can't tell you. I, I
Yeah,
just
I would
plain,
love to. I would love to go myself. They have some exciting animals there.
yeah, I I wanted to actually move there because I was like, okay, I was, planning my future as I do, whatever. And I was thinking, I was like, if I don't want to stay in Canada, like, where could I go? And I was thinking about Australia, except the problem is that I'm stuck with two reptiles that will live for another 15 years that I can't take to Australia. So, and I'm not giving the reptiles away. So we are stuck in Canada because I'm definitely not going down to the south. So sorry, Holly, but
Yeah, but 15 years is not that long. You'll make it to Australia maybe in your 30s then.
well, no,
You'll be
yeah,
young
I'll
still,
probably
but in
I want a
15 years.
vacation to Australia, and there's some school programs as well that I could take that have like a semester in Australia or a semester. There's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
like in New Zealand. I would love to go to New
Mhm.
Zealand too, but they have a lot of really nice animals there. The biodiversity. Um. Anyways, I was wanting to actually, Holly, I wanted to get your opinion because I talked to Ray about it briefly. Hold on. I'm finding a picture. This is what I'm doing right now.
No, right?
So I found a few weeks ago, actually,
Mhm.
I found something on my seahorse that looked like a scratch. Oh, where's the picture? I'm so confused. That looked like a scratch, but it was
Uh-huh.
not. Well, okay, no. It looked like a scratch in terms of it was like red lines, except hold on, I can't find these pictures now. Um Oh, here it is. I wonder if you'll be able to see it through the screen, or if I should send it. So, this is the side of my seahorse. Do you see those lines?
Oh, like the dark,
Yeah.
like
So
like
this
a
this is like the
X or
side
off.
of my seahorse. If you can.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, that wouldn't help. Like, anyways.
Okay.
And I was wondering, Holly, what your first assumption. It looked like the skin was not broken. So what would you? I want to see, Holly, what you would predict it would be.
I don't know. That's something I haven't I can't see it that well, honestly. Maybe send it to me in Messenger and maybe I can enlarge it on my phone and take a better look. Did it stay like that or did it go away pretty quickly?
Okay. Well, so
Still
I
there?
know what it is. I do know what it is, but I was just wondering if you would know. Okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I can't find Messenger where the app is on my phone.
Oh,
Anyways,
well,
um,
it almost looked like, I mean, it's hard for me to see. I couldn't see the detail on here, but it looks external like something got on it
uh-huh.
more to me, like something stuck to it or
So I actually didn't know because when I messaged Ray and I was like, Ray, uh-oh, my seahorse is like scratched. I don't know what to do. Um, so I actually rubbed it off with a Q-tip, and turns out it was cyanum.
algae.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah, I
was
was gonna say
cyanum.
it looked like something stuck to it, not like a wound to me, like I
Yeah.
used to clean algae off my teenies when I had them, my juveniles in the grow out tank, the
Uh-huh.
batch that I called the teenies. I had some that would grow algae now and then. And I
Now,
had a little makeup brush, is what Cheryl Taylor told me to use. She says, find a soft paintbrush or something, and it actually brushes right off. And
well,
she
I
was
have a
she
question though.
was
Is it
right.
a bad thing? Because you're saying you took it off. So I actually took it off. Moral of the story, guys, don't freak out and think it's a scratch. Um, and then go rant to Ray because you're worried that it's a scratch. No. Um, I rubbed it off with a Q-tip. Now, but is it bad for them to have algae on them?
No, it's not.
So then
It's
can I ask
not.
why
You
you were
can
taking it off? Your juveniles?
because Cheryl said that it could I wanted to try it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we got in a conversation and she about algae on seahorses. It's not bad, but sometimes like they won't show their pretty colors because they have algae on them growing.
Uh-huh.
And Cheryl said actually she says if you want, she says you can just take you know can't be abrasive. You have to be gentle with their
Yeah.
skin because their skin's sensitive, like velvet.
Mhm.
So she said, just use a soft brush, like a paintbrush or something. And I found a little really soft, like eyeshadow brush and just gently brushed the seahorse, and the algae came right off. So
So you were
it's
just
for
doing it
you, not for them. It's for your aesthetic
okay.
viewing
You were
pleasure,
just
not
testing
the
it out.
seahorse's health. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see, I've always wondered. I was like, 'cause
And the
it seems
older
to be
they
normal.
get too, when you've had them for years, some will have like algae, be
Yeah.
tinted with algae.
Mine mostly have,
Baby
they
got like
actually
that.
used to have like a little bit of green algae, which looked pretty cool.
Mhm.
Now they have more like the red, like
The
cyan.
brown, like sometimes, yeah, if it's brown and ugly, if you don't like it,
Yeah.
you can brush it off.
Yeah.
But
Last time I like
algae.
brushed it off with the Q-tip though, Dot was
Mhm.
not, she was not having that. She was not excited to be like
Well,
in my hand, like
they don't like to be had. I mean, they'll let you, but they don't like it.
yeah.
If they hitch to your finger in the tank, that's one thing, but for you to pick them up, they're not
Yeah.
fond of doing that.
No, they're not.
Although my seahorses now, because they're so old and tired, sometimes I help them out by moving them where they want to go.
That's cute.
Because they're tired. If I know, like for instance, sometimes they'll go exploring and they'll be away from their eating area when it's time to eat.
Yeah.
And so I'll pick them up and put them back where their dish is so they can eat their meal without struggling to get there.
That's what I need, someone to pick me up, move me around here.
There you go, right, Ray? I feel like that too some days.
I think Holly's seahorses are just really spoiled. They'd have like an elevator service now.
They
Like,
are at this point. Sometimes I don't, but like if they're just laying there, if they don't act interested, like they're not trying to get somewhere, then they just miss the meal. Like they miss meals sometimes now, some of them. Like
yeah,
they'll some of them will even be sitting like not far away from the dish, but they can't bother themselves to turn around and go eat. And I'm like, all right,
it's
well, there's
just
another meal coming in a couple hours. You can eat then. And usually by then, they've moved and they're sitting at the plate ready for the next meal to come. So
it's a
I've gotten pretty lax with them. But like I said, they're old. They're
yeah,
over
fair enough.
5 now, so whatever they wanna do, I'll let them do it.
Yeah. What is going on in the chat right now in Canada? Anna is on vacation in Northern Australia and going snort.
Nice.
I wish I was in Australia right now. Just as Ray said, like the snow here, the cold. Oh my god, it was -17 the other day when I had to walk to school. I was,
Oh,
yep, I was not, and it felt like
ouch.
-25, I think, something like that.
I think
Uh-huh.
Friday night's going to be -21.
Yeah, and I'm
Ugh.
volunteering outside with, well, not quite outside, but I'm in like a not heated barn for 4 hours on Friday. I'm gonna have so much
Ugh,
time. Yeah.
jeez. It's been like spring here, it's weird. We've been, like, close to 70 degrees here lately and sunny.
Well, this -21 that I'm talking about, that's about,
Zero-ish here, huh?
no, it's about -6 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, yeah. That's freezing, freezing, freezing. That's very cold to
That's
me.
about the
Yeah.
wind.
I've been where it's been below 0. I have family in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I visited my brother out there in the winter, and it was like you walk outside and you're like instantly frozen. Your skin just feels like it's I don't know how you guys handle it. Like here we get in the 20s Fahrenheit, and
Hmm.
that's super cold to me, but when you hit like the zeros and I'm like I don't even want to walk outside.
No, I get my parents to drive me to school as much as possible in that weather because it's like a 10-minute walk, something like that, to school, and I still no. Um, yeah,
Well, see, when I was in school,
oh
we never ever had snow days.
yeah, you would walk to school. Ray, I'm not that tough. I just I don't want to wake up. I don't want to go
I
to
walked,
school.
I walked to Bill Secondary every day.
Okay, well,
Walking up the Dundas Street Hill.
wait, what school did you go to?
I went to
Oh, you went
Bill.
to Beale, right?
Yeah,
Oh, Beale is far. Why? Well, you went all the way to Beale?
yeah. Well, see, I started off in a commercial program, um, mainly because they didn't feel that I'd be able to make it in at Central in a general setting
Yeah,
because I'm not good at schoolwork.
fair enough.
Um, but then in the commercial course, I didn't even have to write finals because my marks were so high. I had 3 100s for the first 2 terms, and then they automatically just gave me hundreds for the same ones in the last term. And my dad was teaching part time at Beale at the time, and they went to him and convinced him that I should get into the general program that they had
Uh-huh.
there. And well, when back then, if your parents told you to do something, you did it. There was no telling your parents off like they do now.
Fair enough.
So I did it and started taking French in grade 10. I never once passed French.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things that require memory, I was never any good at. So geography was terrible, history was terrible, and but my maths and my science classes were great. Chemistry was terrible because again it was a lot of memory work.
Mhm.
But anyway, I didn't get all of my grade 13, so instead of going on to university, I just quit, went to work.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. I feel like today you kind of need to go through some sort of either university or like the jobs we can get today
Mhm.
without university and college are like McDonald's worker and like
Yeah.
so
College is
Well,
always
the thing that I don't
they should have
understand is
trade schools
you get a
also.
job, if you pick a trade and uh, go through your apprenticeship in a trade,
Mhm.
you can have that trade for life.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That's a good
You
thing
can go
too.
through university and get schooled in this all this crap for computers and everything, but AI or something that's even more futuristic than that down the road might wipe out your job.
Well,
Yeah.
and not everybody can do those kind of jobs
Yeah,
trade schools I think are as important as college, really, in my opinion.
I have a grandson that he went to Fanshawe College
Yeah.
uh, to take a it was a course on that would lead to a management position in construction.
Mhm.
But when you typically when you get out, you start at a low end job like a golfer. So he started working at this golfer job in construction, and there's four or five of them,
Uh-huh.
the golfers that were there, and I think he was about third in line seniority wise. But his boss kept on promising that someday you'll be going up. The boss had a brother that used to come around and visit him all the time, and he used to watch Tyler. And one day he went to Tyler and he says, "You know, you're not going to get anywhere working for my brother. You come work for me."
Mhm.
Well, he kept on him, asking him. I can't remember how long. No, it was. I think it was longer than a year.
Mhm.
He kept bugging him,
Mhm.
and finally Tyler woke up and he realized, yeah, he's not getting anywhere. He's still number three in the bandwagon,
Uh-huh.
and he's been there for a few years, and he's still got a couple guys in front of him.
Yep.
So finally, he quit, and his brother said, "You don't even have to give him notice. He'll complain about it, but he won't do anything about it." So he quit, don't notice, went to work for this guy. The guy sent him off to trade school. So he would go to trade school for a couple months. Then he would go work for a bit and then back to trade school and like that until he got his papers.
Mhm.
Nice.
What he does now is laying gas lines in subdivisions, new subdivisions, eh? And so he's making himself 120, 130,000 a year now.
Nice.
Well, yeah. See, I want to go into I want to be a vet, right? So it's like I kind of need to do
Yeah, awesome.
university.
Yeah.
I have a program that I want to do that's like it's equine management, so it's like horses
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
business. And then
Mhm.
it's after that, that'll be 5 years. And one of those years is a working year, so it's only 4 academic years. And then after that I go into vet school. But and then vet school, I don't know how many years it is. But yeah, it's like I feel like now it's really hard to get a job without do like and theoretically you're supposed to get paid less if you've only gone to college. Like those are the
Mhm.
less paid well paid jobs. I don't know.
Mhm.
I just yeah.
Well, the thing about college, it's always a good environment too. You should always go, I think, if you get the chance, because sometimes, like what happened to me was I knew what I wanted to do when I was 16. But
Mhm.
by the time I was 19, 20, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
When you're young, you might think you want to do something, and then as you grow up, you get interested in other things, or like if you're in college, you might discover something else
Mm-hmm.
while you're studying this, because you're required to take different classes and things. You're like, hey, I'm good at this. I like it. Maybe I want to do this instead. You
Yeah.
never know, but without the opportunity to find out, you would have never known that. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's always good to go, start with your plan, but don't be afraid of changing it if circumstances arrives that change your mind.
Yeah.
That's life.
Hey, once I started working, I made the decision to go to college at night school. And Fanshawe College was just being built at the time. So the classes were being held at Beale in the high school that I had gone to. So my first year was at Beale, but it was a Fanshawe College program. And then the second year, they had part of the school built in, and my classes were at the Fanshawe College at the time. But I spent 6 years going 4 hours a night, or yeah, 4 hours a night. We would have 2 2-hour classes, and I went 4 nights a week. I did that for 6 years to get my engineering technology.
Wow.
And then a couple of years after that, I left the company and opened up my first shell station.
Mm-hmm.
But believe it or not, the engineering courses, the things that I learned in there really helped me
Hmm.
in the business that I got
Yeah.
into.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Life
It's
works in funny ways. Oh yeah, and looks like Anna changed careers too. She says she just retrained as non-emergency medic working at events and such. Yeah. Just studying over years to change careers. Yep, I think a lot of us do that. I've had a few careers myself in my time.
Uh, I can't see that the average person is going to know when they need to make a decision. I don't think they can really make an educated decision that they can do X job for the rest of their lives.
Mhm.
So you make a decision, you get into it, and if you find that it's not ideal, then as you get older, look around to see what things you have experienced,
Mhm.
to think of a new pathway,
Yeah,
and then work at doing what you need to try that new
there.
pathway.
Yeah.
And
that's
so
why
I know some people that
I'm when I so I the program that I want to do that's 5 years or 4 academic years, whatever. Um, it's with horses, but it can lead to a lot of different paths, and that's what I'm kind
Mhm.
of liking about it because if after those 5 years, I know I'm going to do something with animals. Like that's not going to change.
Yeah.
It's been like that my whole life. I'm going to do a job with animals. Um, but with that one, at least I can branch out to more opportunity. Like
Mhm.
it would give me more like horse related opportunities, like equine, but it also gives me like business opportunities, like hands on with horses opportunities. I could go to vet school afterwards, like all those things. So it's like
Mhm.
it leaves my paths a little more open.
Yeah. Do you have a horse or horses?
No, well, I exercise a horse where I volunteer, so I'm
Nice.
basically the one who works with him. And then I well, yeah, that's the volunteering that I'm doing on Friday and the negative like
Mhm.
21 what I don't even know what how cold it is, but that's the volunteering that I do and then I want to get back into doing more lessons as well.
Nice. See, I took riding lessons and stuff growing up, but I never had a horse. My family didn't have the means to buy me
Fair
a
enough.
horse. So I never had a horse growing up. But in college, um, I had a girl I was roommates with that had horses. She had a
Mhm.
couple horses on her property, so we went riding all the time and stuff. But
Mhm.
I've always loved horses. I haven't gone riding in a long time, but
Yeah.
that was my dream career when I was really young. Was I wanted to ride and train horses. like for
Yeah.
show jumping and stuff, like Olympic stuff. But yeah, it's hard when you don't. Horses are an expensive
Yeah, it's a lot
hobby.
easier when you're
More
bored.
so than seahorses.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard to do things with horses unless you grow up with the ways and means to be around them,
Hmm.
all the time.
Definitely. I feel like it's a lot easier if you're like born onto a farm, your family
Yeah,
already
if
has
your
this
family
business.
has horses, yeah, or yeah, you grow up having them and stuff. It definitely gives you an advantage,
Yeah.
but there's always ways if you're really into it, if you
Yeah.
like you can take care of the horses in exchange for riding lessons and
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
All right. Let's look at the chat. Port Douglas, 30 degrees Celsius right now. Anna's at 30 degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and they're the opposite of us. They're starting summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in winter. They're going into summer. So I
Yeah.
always get a
I
kick out of that. My Australian friends are always talking about going to the beach today, and da, da, da. I'm like, oh well, it's snowing here.
yeah. No, we've had school canceled a few times. We had dance canceled today. Yeah. Things are being canceled because of the snow right now. And even though Ray might say that back in the time when he went to school, he never got school canceled, we still appreciate when the school is canceled so we don't have to walk through the cold and snow and whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Where
How
I
do I
live,
share? How do I share a picture that's on my desktop?
Uh
yeah, click that little up symbol.
it's
See,
right
there's like an
beside your
arrow in
camera.
a box pointing up. It's next to the camera. Like you have a
Okay.
microphone, a camera, and then the next box is a square with an arrow in it. That's share.
Well, I've
If
got the
you
share thing up, but it doesn't give like it shows my wine Wednesday and new tab there, but it doesn't show the picture that's on my desktop.
I think so. Ray, is it like a white window that has your like the screen you're on right now?
Uh, it
Yeah, I
just
think
says
it gives you choices of
here's
what
what
to
here's what
share.
to share with Studio Restream. Oh, wait a sec. There's window. Maybe that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
share your entire window and
okay.
then
There
just
it is.
And then when Sophie sees it, she'll make it to where it'll share
here.
after
I
you
just
put it.
clicked it. All right, we can see it.
Oh, nice.
My
Oh,
sister just died last year, and she had a horse for oh god, I think it was 35 or 36 years old when it passed,
Wow, that's old.
yeah,
and
this is really old.
she didn't get another one, but she still had the saddle, and it was a little on the worn side. So when she passed, my daughter took the saddle and had it restored, and that's it.
Wow,
Wow, very
that's fun.
pretty.
Yeah, that's a special saddle though.
That's a Western saddle. It's for show, looks like.
Yeah, like it's very adorned. See, I
Yeah,
don't do Western, I do English, but
I did both. Well, see where I live because I'm in the Western United States. Yeah, in
yeah,
California, everybody rides Western here, but I prefer English style. So that would but
So she
most
started,
people here don't have English saddles. They have Western saddles. So when I went riding with friends, that's what we had. Or
yeah,
like my friend with a pony when I was a kid, yeah, when I was a teenager, we rode bareback most of the time, or
oh,
with
well,
it,
that's
or
she
with
nice.
was
just a pad.
14, and she used to walk to the stables. They weren't far from our home, and so she used to walk there. But I don't think it started off for the horses. It started off for the boy. But then boy went by the wayside, and horses became predominant. And
Mhm.
so then she was into horses, well, right up until that the last one died there, and
Yeah.
lived to be pretty old. I don't know how old horses normally live to because I don't know anything about them. But I thought 36 was a pretty old
That's
age for horses.
old for a
It's old.
horse. It's
Yeah,
usually like 20s to 30, like
they couldn't
25 or
ride
so.
it at the end because they couldn't handle a load.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She kept on until it finally passed.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
horse had a long life, long good life. That's good.
yeah. I currently work with a horse. I think he's like 15, something like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
But yeah, generally because they're not like fully ridden until I think they're like
About 7.
yeah, when they fully like develop, like that's when you can
Yeah.
start like actually really showing them, I think. And
Mhm.
then I mean some people do it earlier, but there's debates on that. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah, about 4. So they're usually developing, in training and stuff. But a good age I've always heard to buy a horse is when they're about 7 or 8.
yeah,
Then you have a long time of riding them, and they're developed and ready for that.
yeah. Anyways, I think we'll end the stream now. Because we've gotten onto the topic of horses and not seahorses.
We've run out of seahorse stuff to say.
Yeah.
I don't
Lisa's
really
first
have any seahorse updates. My seahorses, they're still doing fine. I have 3 left, and yeah,
Yeah.
they're just still doing their thing. But nothing exciting. Nobody's having babies. They're not
Okay,
free.
well, yours are a little too old. They're in the
They're
retire.
lazy. They like me to pick them up and move them to their
I
place.
highly doubt they're going to be doing like egg transfers and dancing.
Now my one seahorse Betty, who loves food, she does dance. She dances for the food and to get my attention, and yeah,
Yeah.
she still does her little dance, but she's not dancing for the male buddy. She dances for the turkey baster full of food.
Anna
Well,
said,
I don't miss the work of looking after the seahorses. I miss being able to turn around and seeing some here or go downstairs to do laundry and see my tanks down there.
yeah,
I miss that seeing them. I just don't miss the
The
workload.
work, yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I miss having the fry. I miss the babies, but
yeah. They're
oh, Zen, yeah, they don't have much for Valentine's Day for seahorses, but I do still have the heart hitch that I gave Dandy years ago for his birthday. It's actually in the tank right now, and Betty enjoys it because Dandy's birthday was around Valentine's Day, and I found a heart-shaped hitch that
mhm.
I gave him, and Betty likes it. It's in the tank now, and she likes to sit on it and eat. So that's about as Valentine's as my tank gets. Because
It's more than mine. Um, all right, guys. Yeah, I don't have any updates
And
either. My seahorses are just living their best lives. No fry because they don't like you.
you sure you didn't get them from Kelly?
Pardon? Oh,
You sure you didn't get them from Kelly?
Ray. I think yeah. Honestly, it's a little bit easier, honestly, not to have fry because then I have to deal with the fry. Like I would love to have fry, but
Yeah, when
it
you're
doesn't have.
busy, they can be too much.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're cute and everything, but they're very labor intensive.
yeah, yeah. Well, honestly, I'm kind of enjoying just having my seahorses, just watching them and right.
I've been enjoying watching them too. I think I don't know, it must be I think it's your girl. I keep
Yeah,
seeing
so,
her
yeah.
swim around behind you. I think she's trying to get your attention to
So
feed
here.
her.
She's constantly dancing though. Anytime I'm in the
That's
room,
how
she's up and
Betty is. That's my
yeah.
seahorse Betty. She's my little food hog. Like I said, she's my skinniest seahorse. She's always been skinny, but man, does she chow down.
Yeah, my male just kind of sits around. He knows that my female will do the work,
Yeah.
dancing and everything. He could just wait and get it.
I tell her it's time for dinner.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, folks. Well, thanks very much, and you'll be off next week, Sophie. So, and good luck with your exams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not excited, but
Oh, you'll do fine, I'm sure.
yeah. All right. Ray, Holly, just wait until we end the stream first, and then you guys can go. I just need to talk to you about something.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, we
Yep.
will see you guys next week. And happy Wine Wednesday, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Whoops.
Oh, Ray
Cheers.
needs to get his really cold water.
The water's all gone now, just ice left.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what happens when you fill it up with halfway with ice, more than halfway.
Yeah, well, I forgot to bring the other